Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
We want this. Double tight, guys, double tight. Yep.
First carry for James Conner. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Now Brissett. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Mike 51, Mike 51. All day, baby, all day. Show it up, show it up.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And some strong running. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
I got you. I got you.
They'll run on first down. It's Conner, and he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brissett, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
Out of the gun, Brissett. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's easy work.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
On the set, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 43. Check.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's complete to Hopkins. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Push him back. Kill.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You. 25.
Now they try the right side here. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
On 2nd down, Carrington. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They start with a give to Connor. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brissett. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Rip right, rip right.
Now it's Connor, and this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Down. 56. Check 56. Watch the slats. Watch the slat.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brissett completes it to Aguilar. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Here's Connor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got him.
A give running right is Connor. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 39.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Connor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Check. Lucky.
Now Taylor. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Watch the twist.
Throwing, Prescott. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. On the move to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 29, Brissett. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Sponge.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's our time.
Busting free at the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Let's go. 50, 55. I got him. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Brissett. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Brissett on 3rd and 2. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. First down, Brissett. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Brissett sets to throw it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here we go. Check three.
On first down, it's Connor, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty, so they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Check nickel. Joker.
The give to Taylor. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, but now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Bang.
Prescott from the gun. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Taco Charlton in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Brissett on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brissett now.
What we got?
Incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a third quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. So the Eagle offense coming on here as they'll try for 2 points.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I'm on. Hayward. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. Muscles him off. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Taylor. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yo.
To throw is Prescott. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check 99. Check 99. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Off, off.
Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Vernon Hargraves with a pick.
You see me out here? That's right.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Now Connor.
Watch quick.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 36-yard
Okay,
line.
baby, I see you.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA. Sports.
Here we go. 70 ending. Not here.
Again, it's Connor. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. James Conner, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Alert 3.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Brissett. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, there in the 4th quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Brissett on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run with Connor, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. On 2nd and 12, Brissett. It's caught by Aguilar. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Burke.
Complete to number 88. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Brissett. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Kill.
Here's Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked off by Xavier Howard.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll run with Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Yeah. Big edge. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They run with Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Cowboys, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.